what's going on, guys? It's your boy Stun, coming at you with my first commentary and introduction video, basically COD series video that I'm going to be doing. Let me get my headset adjusted for Wisefrag's YouTube. We'll be taking this under a new path, I guess. So basically in this video, I believe it'll be about 9 to 10 minutes long. If you stay the whole length, that'd be awesome, much appreciated. Basically what I'm going to be doing is giving a little bit of an introduction of myself, what I'm going to be doing for Wisefrag, for the YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff, and then talk a little bit about competitive Call of Duty, what got me started, and give some advice that you guys can take when looking at you know, getting started and what to do in certain scenarios, stuff like that. So basically my name is Dylan Edwards. I live in northern Kentucky, southern Ohio. I live right on the border of Cincinnati, on the Kentucky side of the Ohio River. I am 20 years old. I'll be 21 in September, and I've been playing competitive Call of Duty since Black Ops 1, pretty much. That's when I started actually playing competitive game modes like Variant. I played S&D on like game battles and stuff before that, and COD before that, but never took it seriously. I started traveling for events in Advanced Warfare, went to some locals, went to UMGDC, and then this event, this game, I going full out, playing as many online tournaments as I can, going to LAN events when they come up, if they ever come up again after SC, I don't know, we'll see about that, and stuff like that. So a little bit of that information about me. I've always been in the media side of Call of Duty, I guess. Always enjoyed content producing and stuff like that, doing YouTube, Twitch. Never really gotten huge in YouTube just because I've always been a big Twitch streamer. I've always wanted to get into YouTube, but it takes a lot of time and consistency, and when you're struggling between being a captain of a team, or juggling between being the captain of a team, captain of an org, running an org, running a team, doing a Twitch, keeping up with Twitter, team scrims, all that good stuff all in one, it becomes a hassle to take care of all that stuff, and YouTube was probably the least of my priorities in the past when I did all that stuff. And I'm kind of at the point now where I feel as if making YouTube one of my major priorities would actually benefit me, because it'll bring in a whole new audience outside of Twitch. People that may not necessarily be as into competitive Call of Duty or gaming in general as people on Twitch would be, which is good because hopefully I can help you guys in learning stuff about Twitch, live streaming, content, and then the game in general and competitive. So hopefully I'll be able to spread a little bit of my knowledge about what I do and all that stuff to you guys, and you guys will be able to help me with a little bit of stuff on the YouTube side. My goals with Wisefrag, like I said, hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot more of YouTube content for the guys, bringing out some Call of Duty content, possibly a few different types of series maybe. I know as of right now I'm going to be doing at least one video a week, possibly more than that, 2 or 3, of team scrims, different game modes, and then towards about halfway marker of this I'm gonna convert and change over to talking about the actual game mode and whatnot, rather than myself. But yeah, I am actually the captain under Wisefrag for the Call of Duty team. I've got a squad of 3 other players. Obviously, it's a 4v4 and competitive. Great guys. I've known them for a few months. I went to UMG, South Carolina, with a different team. That didn't work out too well. So we kind of split apart. We're still friends, but that didn't work out as I wanted it to. So hopefully with this squad, we're going to be ready for the next major LAN event and knock some people out of some tourneys and get some good placements for Wisefrag, which I think we'll definitely be able to do. Other than that, I mean, I'm a guy, just I'm a normal guy, just love Call of Duty, love esports in general and love making content. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. Put my email down low, my Twitter, all that stuff. You can follow me and ask me if you have any questions or ever want to talk about producing content with me or anything like that. I'm always open to new ideas. So right now it's about halfway through the game, pretty close to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about the game mode and what we did right and wrong. Like I said earlier, I don't know if I said it earlier or not. Actually, this is hardpoint game mode on Breach S&D or Breach S&D, Breach Hardpoint. It is not anything similar to the other game modes, and it's just the map is always rotating. You hold a hill for 1 minute, or there's 60 seconds on each hill, and the person who captures the most time, obviously, will win the game. Whoever captures the most time out of the hills. Generally, there's a 2-2. That's the most general setup with guns is 2 ARs, 2 submachine guns. ARs will obviously go do the majority of the slaying in most cases. Your subs are going to be playing the objective work, getting hill time, slaying out the hills, capping flags, pulling up with balls, plant bombs, stuff like that in every game mode. That's personally what I am. I am a objective player, so I run a submachine gun most of the time. And I'm usually one of the guys with the majority of the hill time at the end. And right in the middle of slaying, slaying isn't necessarily something you strap to people and put numbers on in this game, because anybody can really slay out in this game. It's more of a team-oriented game. I will say this is probably the most team-oriented Call of Duty that they've put out so far, and one of those reasons is spawns in this game. A lot of teams, that's what they struggle with, and they are so used to the old Call of Duties to where you could put one person in the back of the map or the back of the spawn, and your team will be spawning there over and over again. It doesn't work like that in this game. In this game, you've got to have a majority of your players on a certain side of the map for you to spawn there. And like I said, that's what a lot of people run into when they are doing team scrims and tournaments and all that good stuff, is that they will push stuff one by one, and there will be one guy in the back while another team's there, and he'll say, "Hey guys, I'm alive. You should spawn on me." That's not true. They're not going to spawn on you if the other team has majority of their players still up and in that side of the map. So that's one thing to focus on when you're playing team scrims and trying to get a squad together that you know as well and will play well. Some other advice that I could give you guys would be stick with your team. You can't team hop every week, 2 weeks, or I mean even every month or so. It's not going to work out as if it would if you had a set squad for, you know, throughout even half a game. If you've got a group of 4 players who are together for half of a game mode or half of a game's length for a year, 6 months per se. That team going into the next Call of Duty or the next LAN event or even playing in the next online tournament, big online tournament, is going to be so much better than those teams that have a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of scrimming and practice together. And it's common sense because you adjust and you adapt to those players. You become known to them. You become almost like family in a way. And you basically work off each other and don't work off yourself, if that makes sense. And that's like I said, this game being so team oriented, that's what you have to be able to do to win, is play team oriented. So becoming friends with your teammates, not making your teammates your friends, not making your friends your teammates, becoming friends with your teammates. I'm sorry, I butchered that, is probably one of the quotes that I suggest and think are one of the most positive things I've heard for this game mode in general, or for this game in general, is that you gotta be worried about who you're playing with first, and make sure you guys all have the general mindset of winning and doing stuff the right way instead of the wrong way. If you do that and then continue to build a relationship with your teammates, you're going to be in a much better position than per se grabbing a guy you've been friends with for 2 or 3 years I played Call of Duty within pubs and S&Ds and GBs and all that good stuff, and making them your teammate, because you guys will play to compete against each other in a way, and you won't have that teamwork and that goal to win as you do with other players, because they want to win. They don't care about being friends with you when they come into that squad. After you get that goal down of winning, then you make them a friendship, and that even solidifies your teamwork even better. I'm going to give out some more advice in the next video I do. Hopefully I will have that up in the next 3 or 4 days. I'll be doing probably an uplink game mode or a CTF game mode for the next video. Talk about that a little bit more, less about myself and more about the actual game mode and competitive Call of Duty in a whole. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or whatever, like I said earlier, put them down below, or you can message me or mention me on Twitter and give me whatever you need to tell me, advice, whatever, and I'll be sure to follow you guys back and give you feedback on your comments and all that stuff, however I feel about that. Other than that, make sure you follow Wisefrag on Twitter, subscribe, like I said, and thanks, guys.